you ever looked at your reflection and felt like something's just missing? Like no matter how much you achieve, do, or give, you still feel like you're not enough? If you've ever questioned your worth, blamed yourself for not being lovable, or wondered why you struggle to accept praise, you're not alone. Feeling not good enough isn't just insecurity, it's a belief. And like all beliefs, it was planted, usually long before you ever realized it. So today, let's gently uncover how this belief gets planted, and maybe, just maybe, start unlearning it. 1. You were measured instead of loved. Growing up, were you praised only when you succeeded? When you got good grades, looked a certain way, or behaved exactly how adults expected? If love felt like something you had to earn, with perfection, performance, or politeness, you may have learned this: I'm only good enough when I'm doing everything right. Over time, this kind of conditional affection teaches you to attach your worth to achievement, instead of just being who you are. 2. You were compared a lot. Why can't you be more like your sister? The other kids don't act like that. At first it seems harmless, just words, but for a child, comparisons create shame. They whisper, you as you are aren't enough. Be someone else. And when this happens repeatedly, especially by people who are supposed to love us unconditionally, we begin to believe it. Even as adults, we keep measuring ourselves against others, forgetting that our worth was never meant to be a competition. 3. You were taught to ignore your feelings. Did you ever hear, "Stop crying, you're too sensitive," or "That's nothing to be upset about"? These phrases may sound minor, but over time, they send a big message. Your feelings are wrong. And if your feelings are wrong, maybe you are too? This is how emotional invalidation slowly disconnects you from your needs and plants a dangerous belief that expressing yourself will lead to rejection. So you bottle it up. And when no one sees the real you, it's hard to believe you're enough. 4. You were blamed for other people's emotions. When parents or caregivers are overwhelmed, they sometimes project their feelings onto children. You make me so angry. If it weren't for you, I'd be happy. These kinds of statements confuse love with guilt. You begin to think, if people are unhappy, maybe it's because of me. This creates a lifelong pattern of people-pleasing and self-blame, where your self-worth depends on keeping everyone else okay, even at the cost of your own peace. 5. You didn't see healthy self-worth modeled around you. Children learn from what they see. If the adults in your life constantly criticized themselves, apologized for existing, or feared what others thought, you likely absorbed those patterns too. Even if no one said you're not good enough, you inherited their self-doubt, like a silent script playing in the background of your life. 6. You were never taught that you're enough by default. Here's the quiet tragedy. Many people never heard the words, "You don't have to do anything to be loved. You're already enough." We're taught to earn, chase, hustle, fix, and improve, but rarely to just exist and be valued. And when no one teaches you this, you end up searching for something you already had, worthiness, but in all the wrong places. 7. You internalized a broken mirror. Sometimes the people who raise us are broken mirrors. They reflect back their own pain, insecurity, and unhealed wounds, not who we truly are. But as children, we don't know that. We think, if they don't love me well, it must be because I'm not lovable. The truth? Their reflection was never about you. It's not your fault they couldn't see your worth. But it is your right, now, to start seeing it for yourself. Healing, shift, and reflection. If you've carried the belief that you're not good enough, please know that belief was taught, absorbed, and repeated. but never true. You were born worthy. You don't need to earn it. And healing begins the moment you recognize this. You're not broken. You were just made to believe you were. So what part of this video felt the most familiar? And what would happen if you stopped believing you had to prove your worth? Let us know in the comments. And if this resonated with you, share it with someone who's still learning to love themselves. You deserve to feel safe, whole, and enough, just as you are. Thanks for watching.